Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We have made it to the Ranger Camp where we need to speak with Hall here to find out what they need done to help to get rid of the epidemic of the dead here in the Bone Vales. Only a few hours ago, Ehad Naglak was attacked by the League. These foul vermin took my friends captive, but I was able to fight them off in the end. Alright, I suppose that's good news, and I was going to say it was good news that I have a nice new shield here, but I find that Bori's Warden shield is still much better than the one I'll be getting. At some point, I'm going to start getting better rewards than what I had previously, right? I would think so. Whee!
The old woman of the mountain says we should not trust Devodiad.
Yes, the pine leaf of the needle says we should not trust the old woman of the mountain. Yes, several of my companions were taken from this place following the attack. I was able to fight off the last of the League, but I need help to rescue my captive friends. Will you help me? If so, let me know when you're ready to leave. Alright, then let's go and rescue the prisoners and get rid of these.
Many have recently been taken captive by the Dive League. I fear a grisly fate will befall our allies if they are not found and rescued quickly.
Dive League? Dive League? Maybe I could believe that pronunciation in English, but that just doesn't make sense for any other language. I would expect it to be spelled with an with an AI instead of with a IE. Just saying. But that's just my guess. Now, let's see, we need to get rid of 3 sentries, and that's 2 of them down. Ooh, this. Apparently, well, Dive League is that's how you pronounce it, or Dive League. Well, there seem to be a few more of these around than were required in order to fulfill the quest. So it looks like you could sneak around and take a few and ignore a few of them if you wish. At least that's the impression I'm given. Alright, first we have Mair.
The Uwchgwairad requires us to give welcome to the Duvodiad.
Especially when they're trying to rescue me. Yes, this place was once sacred to our ancestors. These Dive League have betrayed this place and their people. Thank you for your assistance. Alright, that's Meyer is rescued. Now, die, fool! Yeah. Alright, I think I'll try to avoid doing that. Now, I'm wondering why he says die, fool in Westron. Now, I suppose that if he's addressing me so he wants me to understand that I'm going to die, and he's assuming that I don't understand his language, I suppose that might be a reason to address me in Westron in that case. Thank you for freeing me from these accursed betrayers. So I suppose I could. So it's not doing it as a battle cry. If he's battle cry there, I would think that he might do it in his own language, but it's an interesting thought. Not too sure. I guess some people do battle cries in other languages, maybe, especially if they want to put terror into an enemy that might not understand yours. Well, I don't know enough about battle cries.
Greetings, friend of the Grey Company.
Thank you for rescuing me from the Diveling. I will speak with you again. A Hekad Naglach. Yeah, right. So we also had a ranger in the group, in addition to Dunlendings. Now, where were we? I need to defeat, the head of this place. This The Rangers went right behind that sentry. The sentry didn't notice it. Yeah. Now let's see if I can find Gear Wound. Gear Wound. Oh, Gear Wound. I need to give a wound to Gear Wound. Yeah. Hold on. There he is. Yeah. Typical Dunlending Chief. Level 64 for all the mobs, which is interesting. Considering that areas around level 66? You know, I think I thought I was planning on turning on a tortoise stone to keep me from leveling until I finished the area, but obviously I forgot that little detail. Whoopsie daisy. Hello there. Thank you for rescuing my companions, Pineleaf. We are regrouping a Hechad, Nigloch. Follow me. Oh no, Nigloch. Yeah, follow. Yeah, alright, let's go. Apparently, I picked up a note while I was there. Attack orders. The note reads, seek out any Devoniad and drive them from this place. There are two encampments. Capture as many of them as possible and kill the rest. Treherne. Okay, I should bring this to Hall. So, and find out who this Treherne is. Treherne. Well, anyway, I am back, and I also found a note here. I should have known. Treherne of the Dive League is a vicious monster. Ooh. Right. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Oh well, we don't. Anything here on this stone? No. There you go. And also, we're back from the rescuing, I guess. So, with our allies now freed, we can begin to investigate what is happening here. I presume it has something to do with the stray-haired, I would think. Now, let's see. It really doesn't matter considering that this stuff is all 66 stuff and that this 61 stuff seems to be all much, much better than it. Don't ask me. Hello there, Nigalonk.
Greetings. If you have a moment, I have need of your assistance.
Thank you for coming to our rescue, Pineleaf. Several of the local Dunlendings have played an important role in bringing members of the Grey Company through the Bone Vales. These fine people have risked their lives to help us, and we must do the same in kind. I would have you seek out the Diveling and lay them low, both to avenge the folk who have fought on our side and to secure our passage through the Bone Vales. Travel north and up the hill. There you will find a remnant of the patrol that attacked us. Bring me their sigils and evidence that the deed is done. So we need to defeat Diveling in the Bone Vales and collect 3 sigils while we are doing it, because apparently we get to claim that we did 8, even though we only bring 3 sigils. Don't ask me why. I guess they figure only a third of them have them. Whatever. Let's go and find these here in our hidden little encampment over here. Though, if they were attacked by the enemy, I guess they weren't very well hidden. We seem to have some of these whites close enough, but we need to kill Diveling in the Bone Vales, not Dazzling Whites. Now, I don't know whether it is misspelled, if the pronunciation being used by them is bad and that I'm now currently imitating a bad pronunciation, or if I really just have absolutely no idea how the rules of spelling work for this particular group here, which I would say, based on history and previous dealings with the game, either one of those three explanations is quite plausible, and it looks like I'm going to have to go this way in order to find these Dunlendings. I'll just call them hostile Dunlendings to avoid the troubles that we've been just discussing. Ah, here we go. An archer! Pew-pews must die! That'll be my battle cry. Pew-pews must die! That's one way. Well, the trouble is, you don't want the archers running away from your spirit points, because if they're able to get to a relatively defendable spot, they may start firing at you. Which, in this game, the definition of a defendable spot isn't really all that great, considering that going back a couple of steps and then firing at you seems like a pretty common thing that happens in this game. There you go. That's, see, we've got 3 of them down, and we already have 2 of our. All right, where are you? Aha, there you are. We want to make sure that we're not ambushed in the middle of all this. Ooh, a Supreme Cook scroll case. Ooh. Now, do I get a new recipe at least? Cut of delicious. What am I getting? Where's it level 64? Really? The previous area was level 66 and made this area 64? Really? Well, that explains why that instance was 64. Really? That's not good. Why is everybody 64 here? Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah, quest is 66. We should have level 64 one so I can get some level 64 rewards. Because they're dropping the old recipes, the ones I don't need anymore. Well, I have. Oh, I don't want these. I don't want the white. I want the Dunlendings. There we go. Up here. And this will take care of that, since I already have all 3 of my sigils. The sigils dropped pretty quickly, thankfully, so I won't have to be killing extras in order to do that. But now, oh boy, that's a straight shot into there. No wonder they were able to do their attack. Look at this. I said it was a hidden camp. Unfortunately, the entrance, it probably had a couple of guards looking right straight into the entrance. That's why they're all posted there, was to keep a watch on the Dunedain. Ooh-hoo, not very secure after all.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
With the patrol scattered, we should be able to learn what's happening in the Bone Vales. Ooh. So what are we to do? First off,
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
there have been reports of whites rising from the ancient cairns that line the bone quarry. These cairns have stood for generations, unsullied until now. We must find a way to close these cairns. Will you seek out the cairn openings and seal the entrances? If so, travel down the path, then east into the bone quarry. When you've sealed up the cairns, find Elar and tell him of your deed. And is Elar going to believe me when I tell him what I did? Well, I would hope so. And what else? Rising tide.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
I will presume that this is figurative, since I don't think we're anywhere near a seashore. That I don't think we see anything that approaches. I know you do have the frozen bay up in Fort Hale, but the first real big, I would say sea like area that I could think of would be the Bay of Belfalis. And oh, I was about to say it'd be a while to get there, but yeah, there's always Belfalis housing, yes. Before our encampment was attacked, several of our allies were investigating the rise of the dead in the bone quarry to the east. According to our reports, unlike in the Lich Bluffs, the Dunlending ancestors were laying to rest here and have never stirred until now. In respect to my Dunlending friends, will you seek out the whites of the bone bales and lay them to rest? When you have done this, seek out Elar in the encampment to the north of the bone quarry. Alright, so I need to do two things, and after that, seek out Elar. Are we done here? It looks like it that we are. Now it's really time to go out and take care of the whites that are down this way, and of course to seal those Karen openings, which is what we'll do in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.